I wake up early, very early. 4, 5 in the morning. I like to work hard. I work every day of the week. I enjoy it. My days start early and end early. This mindset is not common, and it perfectly defines Tom Cruise. Before most people even open their eyes, he is already active, focused, and in motion. And this is not just discipline. It's a lifestyle pattern built over decades. Now think about it. How many people over 60 can run in action scenes, hang from airplanes mid-flight, and jump from great heights without a stunt double? That's exactly what he does. And the question that naturally arises is, how does he maintain this incredible level of energy, strength, and performance? Stay with me, because what you're about to discover goes far beyond training. Born in Syracuse on July 3, 1962, Tom Cruise did not have an easy start. He attended more than 15 different schools, dealt with dyslexia, and grew up in an unstable family environment. But in the midst of these challenges, he found an outlet in theater, where he developed confidence, presence, and direction for his life. Just 4 years after graduating, he went from a small role in Endless Love to becoming the iconic Maverick in Top Gun, and he has never slowed down since. Today, with more than 6 decades of life, he continues to operate at a level that defies any normal standard of aging. But this isn't luck, it's strategy, and it starts with nutrition. One of the pillars of this strategy is the consumption of lean proteins such as wild salmon, chicken breast, and occasionally lean bison, always in controlled portions, about the size of a deck of cards, because for him, agility is more important than muscle bulk. The key difference lies in the preparation, as these proteins are cooked slowly at temperatures below 150 degrees Celsius, which helps preserve essential amino acids and prevents the formation of inflammatory compounds caused by high heat. Now think about this, it's not just what you eat, it's how you prepare it. Another fundamental point in his routine is berries, especially blueberries, which act as a natural dessert, and at the same time as a powerful tool for cellular protection, since they are rich in antioxidants that fight free radicals responsible for aging and wear on the body. Considering the level of physical effort he faces daily, with intense scenes, jumps, runs, and constant repetitions, these antioxidants become essential for recovery and maintaining performance. It's no surprise there's even a joke behind the scenes that he always has blueberries hidden in his costume. And here's the point many people ignore. It's not just about eating healthy. It's about eating strategically. Now let me ask you a direct question. If you adjusted just these 2 points in your routine, improving protein quality and adding more antioxidants, how much would your energy change over the next few months? Because in the end, Tom Cruise doesn't rely only on genetics. He built this body. He built this performance. And you can start doing the same starting today. In Tom Cruise's high-performance nutrition routine, there are other pillars that make all the difference and that most people simply ignore. One of them is dark green vegetables, such as spinach, broccoli, beet greens, and arugula, which are a constant part of his day and are not included by chance. They are rich in natural nitrates that help dilate blood vessels, improve circulation, and increase oxygen delivery to the muscles, something essential for someone who needs to run, jump, and perform intense scenes with precise accuracy. What's most interesting is that these foods go with him everywhere, already washed and stored in thermal bags that travel from film sets to helicopters, showing that this is not just nutrition, it's pure strategy. Another essential point is raw nuts, such as almonds, walnuts, and Brazil nuts, which appear in almost every snack throughout the day, providing healthy fats that release energy steadily, avoiding spikes and crashes, and helping maintain mental focus even during filming days that can last up to 16 hours. Because it's not enough to have physical strength, you also need clarity and concentration at all times. In addition, he uses a mix of vegetables prepared at low temperatures, with ingredients like tomato, ginger, red pepper, and beets, slowly cooked below 150 degrees Celsius until they reach a texture and flavor similar to a warm salsa. And this preparation detail makes all the difference. Lower temperatures preserve essential nutrients such as vitamin C and polyphenol, compounds that are key in fighting inflammation and supporting muscle recovery. And this mixture is often added on top of proteins like fish or chicken, creating a simple yet highly efficient meal. When you combine these 5 pillars, well-prepared proteins, antioxidant-rich fruits, green vegetables, nuts, and carefully cooked vegetables. The result is a body with less inflammation, stable energy throughout the day, and much faster recovery. Something absolutely essential when the next day might involve an extreme scene, like hanging from a moving helicopter. But just as important as what he consumes is what he avoids. And here enters one of the most critical points of his routine: refined sugar, which is completely eliminated, with no room for sodas, processed sweets, or any type of product that causes glucose spikes. Because these spikes not only harm energy, but also affect the nervous system, slow down reaction times, and compromise performance. This is absolutely essential when the next day might involve an extreme scene, like hanging from a moving helicopter. But just as important as what he consumes is what he avoids. And here comes one of the most critical points in his routine: refined sugar, which is completely eliminated. There is no room for sodas, processed sweets, or any product that causes glucose spikes, because these spikes not only harm energy levels, but also affect the nervous system, reduce reaction time, and compromise performance. This is completely unacceptable for someone who needs absolute precision in high-risk scenes. When he craves something sweet, he makes smart substitutions, such as berries or a small piece of dark chocolate with more than 70% cocoa, maintaining pleasure without compromising performance. And here's an important reflection. How often do you feel an energy crash during the day without realizing it may be a direct consequence of sugar intake? Because in the end, it's not about cutting everything. It's about making more strategic choices that support your body in the long run. Just as he does every day with this almost military-level discipline, there are other factors that explain why he maintains a level of energy and performance that defies age, and it all starts with what he strictly avoids. The second group is high-glycemic breads and pasta, those simple carbohydrates that most people consume daily without thinking, because they cause water retention, bloating, and worse, that mental fog that reduces focus exactly when maximum precision is needed. That's why almost all the carbohydrates in his routine come from vegetables, keeping insulin levels stable and energy consistent throughout the day. The third group is fried and ultra-processed foods, rich in oil and sodium, which weigh down the body, harm performance, and cause retention, something even more noticeable under high-definition cameras. So if fried chicken shows up on set, he simply switches to steamed fish or chooses not to eat at that moment, waiting until he has access to an option that truly supports his body without compromising performance. Now comes one of the most powerful and least talked about secrets of his routine: the morning. The day starts early, around 5:30 a.m., when a silent alarm vibrates on his wrist, and he immediately gets up without hesitation, dedicating a full minute to gratitude for life, family, and another day of work, creating a positive mental state before any physical effort. At 5:35, he is already in motion, walking on a treadmill for 5 minutes while listening to content that mentally prepares him for the day, activating both body and mind at the same time. A few minutes later, around 5:50, dynamic mobility begins, with hip-opening exercises, spine movements, and shoulder rotations, ending with deep breathing to reduce stress and prepare the nervous system. At 6 o'clock, he starts strength training, which lasts about 45 minutes, with controlled intensity, short rest periods, and total focus on perfect execution of movements. Because for him, the goal is not excessive muscle mass, but agility, control, and efficiency. At 6:50, a curious but extremely effective habit comes in. He dips his face in cold water for a few seconds, stimulating circulation, reducing puffiness, and fully activating the senses. At 7 o'clock, he has his first meal of the day, something light but strategic, such as small portions of egg whites wrapped in spinach leaves, accompanied by some almonds, providing clean protein, healthy fats, and enough nutrients to sustain the body without overloading the digestive system. This pattern of small meals repeats throughout the day, keeping the body constantly fueled without energy spikes. Another important detail is controlled fasting, as he usually finishes eating around 8 p.m., ensuring about 11 hours of metabolic rest overnight, something that supports recovery, hormonal balance, and performance the next day. Throughout the morning, he also includes a second light meal, such as dried salmon with blueberries, combining high-quality protein with antioxidants, creating a nutritional foundation that consistently supports energy, focus, and recovery. And here is the most important point. It's not just about discipline. It's about strategy applied every single day. Because the body he has today was not built by chance. It was the result of choices repeated with precision over the years. And the question remains simple. Are you treating your routine with that same level of intention, or are you still living on autopilot? Following this almost surgical level of precision, Tom Cruise's diet remains extremely strategic throughout the day, and every detail has a clear purpose within the performance he needs to maintain. Dehydrated salmon, for example, is not included just for taste or convenience. It is rich in omega-3, a type of essential fat that helps protect the joints, something crucial for someone who frequently performs intense physical scenes. Meanwhile, berries act as a kind of antioxidant shield, fighting oxidative stress caused by training, impact, and long filming hours. When it comes to lunch, his pattern completely breaks away from the traditional idea of a full plate, consisting instead of small, distributed meals, starting with cold broccoli lightly seasoned with olive oil. This provides fiber, vitamin C, and anti-inflammatory compounds in a light, yet highly functional portion. Then he includes an isolated whey protein shake, delivering amino acids quickly to the body without overloading it with sugar or unnecessary ingredients, ensuring continuous muscle support. He finishes this block with a small portion of raw nuts, rich in magnesium and selenium, minerals that help stabilize blood sugar and keep the brain functioning clearly throughout the day. At dinner, the logic continues to be efficiency and lightness. It starts with small pieces of chicken seasoned with herbs, easy to eat and rich in protein and zinc, an essential mineral for muscle recovery, followed by a mix of vegetables slowly roasted at low temperature, combined with a white fish. This creates a balanced meal that completes the day's protein intake without causing heaviness. This low-temperature preparation detail is essential as it preserves important compounds like lycopene and natural nitrates that contribute to cardiovascular health. But it's not just nutrition that sustains this level of performance. His weekly training follows an extremely well-organized structure. On Monday, the focus is on chest, shoulders, and triceps, including classic exercises like bench press, incline dumbbell press, and shoulder press, combined with functional movements and supersets to maintain intensity and efficiency. On Tuesday, he steps away from traditional training and focuses on dynamic activities like kayaking, climbing, or agility training. This develops endurance, coordination, and explosiveness. On Wednesday, the focus shifts to back, biceps, and traps, with deadlifts, rows, and pulling exercises that strengthen the entire posterior chain. On Thursday, he combines activity with high-intensity interval training, including hill sprints, TRX exercises, and ropes, boosting cardiovascular conditioning and muscle power. On Friday, the focus moves to legs and core, with squats, lunges, Romanian deadlifts, and core exercises that ensure stability and functional strength. On Saturday, he chooses lighter and more enjoyable activities like cycling or running on the beach, keeping the body active without overload. On Sunday, he performs active recovery with stretching, myofascial release, and light family activities, showing that rest is also part of the process. And all of this connects to a simple yet extremely powerful principle, especially for people over 50. Avoid large, heavy meals and prioritize frequent small intakes of nutrient-rich foods, maintaining steady energy throughout the day and avoiding sharp drops that compromise performance and focus. Because in the end, what sustains all of this is not just discipline. It is strategy applied consistently every day. Tom Cruise makes it clear that training needs to have purpose, not just appearance. For him, the goal has never been to build a bodybuilder physique, but to develop functional strength, fast reflexes, and total body control. After all, when you're hanging from a moving airplane, what really matters is grip strength, coordination, and reaction time, not muscle size. That's exactly why he defends a simple but powerful principle: train for function, not for volume. Another fundamental point is nutrition, where he emphasizes the importance of cooking at low temperatures and keeping sugar intake as low as possible. Slow cooking preserves essential nutrients and avoids inflammatory compounds, while cutting refined sugar keeps the nervous system stable, improves focus, and prevents mood and energy swings, something essential for someone who needs absolute precision in everything they do. In addition, There is a rule that may be the most important of all, especially for those over 50. Consistency always beats excessive intensity. In other words, 45 minutes of focused, well-executed training 5 times a week generates far more results than one long, exhausting session followed by days of inactivity. The body responds to intelligent repetition, not isolated extreme effort. And here comes the final reflection. How many times have you tried to compensate for a lack of consistency with intense workouts and ended up quitting halfway through? Because in the end, what truly transforms your body and health is not what you do occasionally. It's what you can maintain every day. And if you've made it this far, it already shows that you're seeking growth. Now it's time to take the next step, start applying these principles to your routine, and build a stronger, more agile body that's better prepared for the years ahead. Because aging well is not luck, it's strategy, and it begins with simple decisions made today.